I think I'd like to start off by saying all of the cast has been introduced at this point.
I believe so.
So.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, there's one more who's introduced in this one.
Who is that? I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Nathan knows, but I don't remember.
Are we
so
talking
we're gonna-
about?
Oh!
His office is in frame.
Yes, his office is right back there.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
That is the
And
last
this
one.
shot is the first use of the long hallway
We
shot.
love long hallway shots. I think this is actually shorter. We actually filmed you
Yeah,
coming
I
like
started
the whole way down past me. Like,
I
this is-
started like from behind the clock.
This was a very longly recorded
Mhm.
shot. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Looks at the camera, so I'm just kind of making my way in.
Into chorus for the day.
And we tried to make it kind of obvious, but I think a lot of people missed that there was meant to be a chair up there in the empty space.
Yes. I think it's pretty easy to see. We did
Well,
like
we did
purposely push the chairs like so
Yeah.
to the side that it's obvious your desk is missing.
And this is like at the height of like the weeks leading up to the musical, so there's this costumes galore.
Yes.
everywhere.
We are preparing. The musical that was talked about a lot in our show is a real musical production that we put on at
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, we loosely base the evidence of the show in relation to what's actually going on because
That's all in the next episode, though,
Yeah.
because automatically Lane's Cream
Yes.
as reference to Dwight Jim pranks.
Yes,
you know?
this is a nice. This might be like the first actual prank that we did.
No, we
Other-
did the
other
one
than
in
the
the
Billy.
Billy.
Oh yeah, but that one wasn't.
But yeah, this
I don't
one's
know.
a bigger.
That one was poorly resolved, but that's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, never found it. Just showed back up.
It did
It just came
magically
back.
reappear. So here we're playing a game of hot and cold. Mrs. Spirit in her office
Yes,
in
it's
the
just back there in
background.
her office.
I sort of make my way.
The
around.
costumes were an inconvenience here. We had to.
Yeah, you couldn't see where I was,
passing around them.
and then
When I wrote this scene, I decided that I wanted this shot of
Yeah.
you looking down the hall at the desk in the stairwell. This is like the shot that I imagined
Yeah.
for this scene, and then have him walk the whole way down to it.
another long hallway shot.
Yes.
And
You followed us there.
we actually had someone hiding behind the wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yes.
still there.
Yeah,
so.
because I left my phone out there.
It was
and
Tess.
they leave right now.
And
Yes, and Tess walked out behind us.
because I didn't want someone stealing
your
my phone.
Yes, and then we have that is actually just a paper folder that
That's
we
been,
folded and
folded
put
into
Nathan
a
R.
triangle.
Brandt on.
Goes right into it. Gotta sit down.
And then we
there.
developed that apparently the chorus room members get phone
Yeah.
calls from
Yeah.
outside sources.
Because we established that we semi-operate like a business.
We're like a business chorus program apparently.
We have that library of music we sell. That's
Yes.
what it is.
We outsource it, which I believe we actually do. Like
Yeah, we do.
we own the Somerset County music office. Once again, we have shots of things that do not pertain to chorus. This is the same intro that we used for the
Every
entire
time.
We never
series.
changed the intro.
I mean, I like that though.
Yeah,
I did too.
Good.
I
makes
love
it
that
easier for us. We just had Eric gather random.
Whatever he could think of.
Yeah.
That Shrek chia pet.
I took it home, tried to grow it. It did not grow. I was very disappointed.
It's like ridiculously old.
It was.
It
It
is.
cracked and the seeds were bad.
Because we
Chia
tried,
pets are a mess, gotta say.
we tried to grow a donkey one.
Grabs a stapler. The fact that he's like leaving for a doctor's appointment and he has clothing hangers, a chia pet, and a stapler.
Yeah, we
Oh,
just
since
wanted the visual gag.
And I say see you tomorrow as my doctor appointment's gonna last 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, for some reason.
And then
I love
the
this.
note that he writes. We,
XOXO at the
we
bottom.
probably did like 8 letters because we couldn't get them to like
Yes.
the right font size
How
where
we
it would show
wanted
up.
it to show up.
Honestly, loved this coat. Like, it was very soft.
That was your
Not
that was your
actually your
first
coat.
riff coat, right?
No, it wasn't actually.
There we have me dejected
Oh,
walking
yes.
away. This
Nope.
is where we introduce the conflict between James and Ryan.
Yes, as both James, Ryan, and Grace.
Are all like bookkeepers.
Yes, quartermasters.
Grace is
of our
never
music.
there.
And at this point, the
Which is what
mustache.
it's
the
called.
mustache
Also in the
is
top
coming.
corner, the ghost of.
Yes, the Pac-Man
Smitty
ghost.
Urban Jaegerman jacket. in
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Oh,
This
is
I
a
love
great
this
shot.
scene. I wrote this and I was like, I just want a scene like this, just of Ryan slapping books down on James's desk with jump.
And they're already organized. You just gotta put them somewhere.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
literally just stacks of 20 of the same piece of music.
In this episode, the
The
Duloc
head
head
is
is in
also-
the
yeah.
tree.
Actually, the costumes have been moved around.
They
Yeah.
have them.
Because previously behind me was a bunch of dresses, and now it's the
Now
Yes,
some
you're
jet
right.
clothes.
This was the next day we filmed this.
Yeah, that's
episode over a few days.
There's my lunchbox in the background.
No, it is
The sink.
under the sink. Oh, and as you hear, Silas is playing guitar.
Is he?
Yep.
Wonderful. Favorite.
And here I run and grab the keys.
We knew we wanted Keegan to be locked
And
somewhere.
Nathan was honestly flying down
So
this
the
hallway.
room that he's headed to is actually our costume room for the musical, which is
Yes.
where all that stuff that was in the chorus room would actually be.
And it's-
So
And
it
it's
was
still
actually
crowded.
empty.
Yeah.
So it was actually
Empty here,
more
yeah.
empty than it should have
Because the gag was we wanted Keegan to be like, what's his name?
been. Toby?
Yeah, like Toby, where
No
Eric
one
hates
likes
him.
Yeah.
And his office is basically a dungeon.
Also,
there's Puss in
Puss in
Boots.
Boots.
Puss in Boots from
we
Shrek the
brought
Musical.
things just to put in his room.
Yeah, because the original plan was to have him in the prop closet.
but it
Our
was way
fees-
too loud.
Yeah, which is really a mess.
My
But like the heating unit.
Favorite
in there.
unnoticeable detail is the Motorola phone on the,
Yeah.
the old.
And then I just leave and lock him back in there, presumably. For whatever reason, we decided to
Chia Pet is
keep
back
my-
also.
Yeah, the Chia Pet is back.
He's back. Eric didn't actually
My
take it.
nameplate is in there.
And Puss in Boots has moved.
And the SS American
Yes.
life preserver.
Me and Eric actually filmed all these scenes.
Wow, there was snow on the ground.
Was it on a
when we
weekend?
started
Did we do this on a
Yeah,
weekend?
we did this on a Saturday.
On a Saturday that we drove around and filmed all this.
These actually turned out pretty good.
Yeah, they did. I really wanted just at least one episode with those backseat of the car shots that The Office has all the time.
Nathan actually does know how to play the recorder fabulously.
Yes.
Yes, I can play Mary Had a
Yes.
Little Lamb sometimes. And so this we just kind of set up as I'm taking control of the chorus room, and we like to use the visual gag quite often that because our fifth period is empty, there's only like 4 people actually in chorus.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to lead a social revolution.
With 4 people.
I think the way that we
and Ryan is sleeping whilst I'm trying to.
the way that we set up our chorus room is kind of that
We're the
it's
officers.
open all day, and the members of chorus can come to the chorus room at any time.
But we all show up at the same time.
Well, it's also like we're there like full time.
It's like
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
the
that's
only
true,
thing we
that's
do
true.
is chorus, and that's how we get all our accreditation for school, just by doing chorus.
Yeah.
Oh, more guitar playing there was back there.
This was a single take. Eric nailed the camera first try with that snake.
Was that planned or was that improv?
No, all this was improv.
This was improv. We walked into Dollar General and I said, "Man, do something." So he found the snake and he threw it at the camera, and then he made some joke about chess.
I do like the joke about Eric going to the toy aisle and the Hallmark card
Yes,
aisle.
yes, which I thought was a masterpiece. And then he grabs a bottle of
I didn't
Snapple.
steal that Snapple. I had to buy it for this.
Yes, he did actually buy the Snapple for this episode.
Craig, you bought a soda, I think.
Did I? I got a chocolate milk.
Yeah, Craig
I
got
bought a
chocolate
chocolate
milk.
milk. I do remember.
This is a long shot.
This is a wonderful
Or-
shot.
or-
I
long
wore
series
that
of shots.
in
In-
wrestling.
in-
Yeah,
What's
we,
that
we
story?
skinned it of all
Yeah.
the extra flares and stuff. Throwing canes out of the way, and then I find the sword. I don't think I end up using that sword.
No.
No.
I did write that I wanted a suit up scene, but I think we decided on the music on our
Afterwards.
own. We were like, you know what?
Yeah, it
the
would be
Office
much
doesn't
better.
do it, but this is something that we want to have.
Yeah, it was just
Is-
a little stylistic. Like, this entire upcoming sequence is nothing like they would have done in The Office.
I don't know why we had this like 30-second clip of you just scrummaging.
Yeah, nobody-
something no one really notices. He tried on a dress,
Yes,
but
as he like put the dress up to him.
James
I think that
is also
the pacing
confused.
of this whole shot is really nice. It just kind of develops like what he's looking for, and he settles on this blue robe.
We like this one. This was improv.
Now see
Ends up-
this I love. You throw the Duloc head violently, and it comes
Yeah.
back to haunt you later in the episode. That might be one of my favorite.
Which was
content.
really a Deus Ex Machina, because we had to find a way to resolve our conflict that
Yes.
would make sense in the context
without doing an actual fight.
Yeah.
We didn't want to do anything.
And we couldn't think of anything, so we just used the Duloc head.
yes, because you can't go wrong with our Duloc head.
Yeah, the original plan was to have me, like, make the noises with my mouth and
Yes.
sing it.
but we just really like.
But
that.
it didn't look good, and we would have had to cut.
I like this one. It was James pushed me on a wheeling chair
Yes.
into frame, and then I turn around as I suited up.
I don't think. Did you wear the helmet? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Because I couldn't see out
Because he
of it.
couldn't
Yeah,
see
that's
when
right.
he charged me.
Because
You
the,
ready?
the visor came too far down. Here we have James confronts Ryan.
Yeah.
He and Ryan.
What Ryan
very
was actually
confused
what he
about
was-
two of the same pieces
Two of
of
the same
music.
pieces of music. He was trying to distinguish them. The way Ryan's facial expressions are excellent throughout all of our episodes. I love working
Yeah.
with Ryan.
That was originally supposed to be the
Subway
last.
is
I
now
love this
closed.
cut. That's one of my favorite
Berlin
cuts
doesn't
we
have
ever
Subway
did, just because it
anymore.
goes from so quiet with Ryan and then like a really noisy outdoor environment.
Yeah.
People were very confused why I walked in just to walk back out.
Oh yeah, we introduced the lollipop
The
because
lollipop.
we thought that would be something childish that Eric would
See now
do.
you see the Duloc head sitting right in front of my
Yeah, magically
secretarial
reappeared
desk.
there.
And here comes cloaked Nathan.
Yeah. That jacket, like the pelt that I'm wearing, actually like the buttons snapped
Yeah,
off at
This
some point.
this scene was improv as well. We didn't really rehearse what we wanted to do
Yeah.
here. We just knew we wanted you to confront me and then use
then,
the
like,
Duloc.
I also
Yeah.
couldn't get you guys in film, so I had to keep like moving
Moving
people
back
out of the
and forth.
way.
But honestly, I do think it looks fine
It does.
anyway.
Yeah, because we wanted a confrontation without Creed like fighting me, because that would have felt a little tone deaf
So
with the world that we've
look how
created
derpy
so
the
far.
Well,
Duloc
I'm
head.
coming. That's
Yeah,
because you just can't.
I,
see.
Yes,
yeah,
because
I
he
announce
couldn't see.
everything because I can't
'Cause he
see.
can't
We didn't break it.
No, we did
Surprisingly.
not.
No, nothing happened.
They
to
used
Duloc.
it.
Another school used it and brought it back, and it appears to be.
Sean was losing his crap right there. I do remember that.
Yeah, because
He was
we
trying so hard
we
not
did
to
this
laugh.
really in one take.
Yeah, we did. This was a good take.
As this
Ryan
Ryan
is
is
still
still
sleeping.
and my
We do
chair
have
and
the
my
Nathan
name
Arbright
tag
on the desk.
has reappeared, and I sat down
Still
and
moves
began
his
to cry
glasses.
because
There's-
I've been dishonored. I really like this ending. That was something that I said from the very beginning.
That we wanted to
would
have.
be like a really good. And then we just wanted to come up with some like disease or defect that he has that is not like
we ended up on Hep C.
yeah, because it's something that you can't just catch.
Yes.
Like it's only
We're saying that
communicable.
his Hep C came back, which doesn't make sense. So, was there a post credits?
I think there was.
I think maybe.
We also
This might have been the one that
that
we didn't.
Yeah, the Pixar ending.
We always have the Pixar ending from the second episode on.
Yeah, that is the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because we didn't really have that many screw-ups or outtakes, and the ones that we
that
did
was a
have-
really well done episode, honestly.
Yeah.
It went really well.
We just kept getting bigger and better.
I don't know. I
I
really
think this
liked
was
that
actually
episode.
one of the shortest ones.
It
Yeah,
was. That
but-
one was 11. That was only
It
11.
feels
and a half.
like it tells a much smaller story too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good. I liked that episode. It was very simple and it flowed nicely. All right, are we gonna call that episode 3?
Yep.
All right.
This is
This is episode 4.
shut down.
This was one of my favorites, I think, to film. I don't know. There was just something about the concept for this episode. Actually, this was
Yeah.
probably one of my favorites to write because this is the one that I had the most free thinking writing with because
Yeah.
I could do kind of whatever I wanted.
We also wanted to use Mr. Thompson in this one.
Yes, this
But
was
we did.
originally supposed to be his first cameo, but he was unavailable.
at
so
the
we didn't
time.
get to use him until a later episode, but
Yeah.
he was still very good when we did get to use him.
I like this intro.
So this episode was loosely based on the
But
shutdown
look,
episode from The Office.
Surprise!
but
It starts
not very
with me being interrupted.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Yes, because it pans from Mrs. Sperry over to Eric's room.
All right, let's get into it. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we just
Eric
have
was-
a shot of her talking on the phone to kind of establish. And Eric is just talking, reinforcing that the corpse room is the healthiest.
Yes. Program. And the Pac-Man ghost is still
Yeah, Schmitty Werben Jägerman Jensen remains there.
is still on the pole in the background. So is the crown from the intro.
Yeah.
This is Miss Spears' first cameo.
Well, for speaking role.
This
Oh,
was her
yeah,
first
honest,
speaking
yeah.
role in the show.
And then,
She was very thrilled.
We have Eric as he begins to cry / scream.
Yes. More
Yes,
of an
which is
anger.
awesome. Yes, that was an awesome intro. I love that cold open. It's one of my
Big Tam.
Because that would be something that Eric would do. He would childishly pout
yes.
that his beloved program.
His
is
beloved
being
program.
shut
I
down.
love the irony of that scene, like how he's talking about how good the program is.
Yeah.
I do like how we mention Mr. Thompson there, like as if Miss
Yeah.
Sperry is on the phone with Mr. Thompson.
Because we
Yeah,
were
originally
originally
planned.
just gonna go talk to him.
Yes, he was
and-
originally supposed to be in the scene and come tell us that the course room was being shut down.
Yes, and like our plan for him was he was basically our corporate.
Yeah.
So he
Because
would
as
be
the
one
principal,
that
that's his
that
function.
ultimately tells us.
And
that.
he still eventually becomes our corporate.
Yeah. And here we have Eric bargaining, which is basically just all to set up a reaction shot for me.
And it's actually such a sad dialogue.
How
He
he
does
does
it really well. And then I love this. This was one of the funnest things. We had to get Nathan up there.
Yeah, I had to scale the counter up there.
And then we had to
down.
move stuff in front of him to cover him up.
We never say how long he's been up there, though.
That's the point.
So
I could just be up there for hours at a time.
He could be up there often, and he just coincidentally is up there when something important happens.
Yeah, because we never get that angle.
you're right.
Other than
we don't
this
ever get
scene.
that.
And so here, I'm just kind of setting up that I have a contingency plan, which basically gives me a reason to not be in the episode for a large majority of it.
Yes.
But you were just out of town.
Well,
Yeah.
you had some trips or something,
I
or
think,
you
I
couldn't
don't know.
film, or you were working on something. I don't remember that we couldn't use you very much in this episode.
Very just creeping.
So I think
waiting
this was
for
primarily Eric's episode. We wanted
Yeah.
to develop that he was
Yeah,
sad
definitely.
about the course from shutting down. And that kind of stuff.
Because the line was, "I'll tell you about it tomorrow."
That's a good scene. There's a costume change right there from red shirt to purple shirt.
Same jacket.
Same jacket. I did wear that jacket a lot, so that helped. I should have just zipped it up all the time.
Gabby staring directly
Gabby
into.
really likes. I love this scene. When I was writing this, I said we have to do one of those 2-person interviews where characters play off each other in an interview because I really do like those.
Yeah, we don't really do that. I think the closest we came was the assistant director throwaway line.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you did some of those in the last.
Oh
episode.
yeah. The last
I did
episode,
try to write those in a few more times because I really like how it looks. I don't know.
We had a nice shot of you two looking at each other, and then back at the camera.
Our forbidden stairwell.
Yes. Yeah, the emergency staircase that no one's allowed to walk down.
Oh, we took this scene like 5 times because Votek left, and then the early lunch.
And then, yeah, the bell rang. There was me on the banner.
Yes, a
and
fun fact for real life is that Nathan Brandt is actually the drum major of the Berlin High School band.
former drum major, former president. So,
Yes.
and we really like the irony because I know that this is Mr. Olam's prep period, and there's nobody in here.
Yeah.
So the point is I was like walking in to expect the hero's welcome, and there's nobody in there.
Mhm.
Also, we really liked unintentionally the sort of symmetry of the shots where it both ends with me in center frame with my
And
arms
Sean
out,
in
and then
center
it begins
frame.
with Sean center frame with his arms out.
Yeah.
This is the first time Sean is ever concerned about anything.
Anything.
Yeah, he's looking for Eric in this scene, I believe.
Yes, we're not sure why he's looking for Eric.
Yeah, it was something that I think a lot of people were confused with what exactly Sean was doing.
Let's leave it to your imagination.
Yeah, it's because
This
Eric
is-
has run
yes.
away.
Eric is going to talk to his arch nemesis. I'm not sure what we intended Keegan's actual job to be in the chorus room. All I know that he enforces the rules,
Yeah,
and that's why Eric doesn't like him.
he was HR,
Oh, watch
but also
this.
not HR.
This is when I go right through
Oh
the
yeah,
door.
he teleports through the door.
Yes, this is probably the best. This is a wonderful cut.
Is Puss in Boots in this shot?
Now he's under a ladder, if you've noticed.
Yes,
Yeah.
we put a ladder over Keegan.
Yeah,
just
he's
to make him look
playing on his
more
phone.
oppressed.
And his desk is turned into a box.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This acting is just phenomenal as well.
And then all the meanwhile,
Excellent.
Keegan is just sitting there, blank faced.
Yes, and he's on his phone.
He has
Well-
upgraded his phone.
He has upgraded to a
Yeah,
smartphone.
But he lost everything else to get it.
And the funny thing is, too, we say that box is his desk. The box is sitting on his lap.
Oh, man.
We just love the idea of people coming to Keegan's lair to bargain with him.
Yes, only when they need help. That evil glare is actually excellent as well. Keegan did a good job.
He stands outside of the locked door to talk about
To
Keegan.
talk about Keegan, right outside of Keegan's room. This is an excellent scene.
He's still in the room.
That's
Yeah,
Eric was worried when I told him I wanted this scene, but I said I want a long period of
Yeah.
silence in the band room, and I like how that scene
We
works.
actually had a lot of trouble finding where to put it.
This scene, though, we actually waited for chorus. We
Yeah.
wanted
we
a
did.
big reaction.
This is the full Berlin Brothers Valley High School chorus.
Minus, I think, basketball.
Minus
girls.
Then me in the corner, underneath the
Oh
chair.
yes, you
Oh,
were.
yeah.
You were back there.
Yeah.
We had to get you out of it.
Oh yeah,
for continuity.
here we got shots of everybody like talking, all the main characters talking about like
Oh, I like
how
this.
how despondent they are.
Yes, I like
Sean's
this.
especially.
Yes.
Yeah. We like silences where he complains that he's gonna have to find somewhere else to play guitar all day because that is legitimately what he does.
I think we did a good job of taking
Characterizing.
taking shots at Silas through Silas.
while still keeping it tasteful.
Yes.
It was very self-aware. I like Gabby's too because it was she wants to still play music, but at least there's always jazz band.
This is
It's
a great
just-
scene. Too.
Yeah, we wanted it to kind of be like I went AWOL, and so I basically just talked very deeply into it. This was all improv. It was just, I told him to call me and like ask where I am, and I was just gonna respond.
He was right outside. He was right outside the conference.
Yeah, I was right outside the door, so that I could still see what was going on.
Craig just holding back from laughing. I think you looked right at him though.
Yeah. I did. I looked right up out the door.
Because we didn't know when to keep going or when to
But it
end.
works, because we just assume that there's like a bunch of cameramen that I'm looking at. That's who I'm talking to.
Oh, we like this one because Ryan is oblivious.
Yeah, completely oblivious, because he's probably been sleeping all the time.
Oh, Sean.
Sean's is excellent too.
And the chorus has gone quit itself. I've
I wrote
started
that
using
dialogue.
that in my vernacular. Something has gone and quit itself. Here we just transition back to me in the band room.
Yes.
And
Hot cross buns.
I've had so much time that I've learned how to play hot cross buns. Spoiler alert to anyone that knows anything about music: what I play is not hot cross buns.
The very famous recorder practice song, Hot Cross Bun.
Yes. Give me a recorder, I'll play anything you put in my hand. Give me a tuba, I'll play not hot cross buns. So this is to establish that Eric has just come back from talking to Keegan.
Everyone already knows.
Yeah, which is a bit strange in context because he's been gone long enough while talking to Keegan that Mrs. Street had time to tell everybody.
In the corner.
But the thing is, I waited outside his office for hours.
Yeah, that's what it could be. Like, you were standing there for like an hour
waiting to
trying
talk
to
to him.
decide to go in.
This is when we switched to the camera, the sad moment. Like,
Yeah, we like
I
this.
love this.
This is something that wouldn't have been done in the office either, but it was just a nice
really do like
theatrics touch.
And also,
What's this-
the piano playing in this was Gabby's piano.
Yes,
Yeah,
What
playing
actually-
Mad World.
Yes.
I love
We
Sean's-
like this shot. Because
All
it
around me are
indicates.
familiar faces.
And then, of course, we have the classic picture. That
Yes,
we all
our
look
wallpaper.
incredibly baby-faced now looking at it. And this is where we wanted there to be like mass chaos in the course room, but it ended up just being Sean
Yes,
screwing with
which I do
everybody.
like. I think it's ironic because my dialogue there is that it's
Yeah.
mass chaos and it's just Sean running around with a triangle.
Sean did draw on the board. It was
Yeah.
You
orange,
just can't
though.
see it.
And I kind of like how Silas is just like
Also,
despondently sleeping.
you can
on
listen
the
how he just disappears.
Yes,
into
I
the
love
room.
that. That sound dissipates. And then-
Sean, no.
We wanted to have a hateful relationship between James and Sean as well.
And we do kind of shamelessly set up for the next one.
Yeah, we do.
That is the hook that Schmitty was hung
Oh
on.
yes, that is
it
the same
was.
pool.
He just sort of runs off. Yeah, here we have James
This is-
shamelessly setting up the next episode as he complains about
this was
how
foreshadowing.
people need
foreshadowing
to
it.
see it from his point of view.
Yeah.
There's Eric presumably on the phone with Mrs.
Tom-
Speary.
Thompson.
Thompson,
Mhm.
alright.
That was Mr. Thompson, yeah.
This is a
The
little,
dialogue.
Everyone
And then
just
everyone's
stand-
standing
Everybody's
up.
back. Everybody's back. And we have a wonderful reaction.
Keegan
shot
is
from
in
everyone.
the midst as well.
We've
We
let him
assume that
out.
he gets to come out of the office sometimes.
This is
Oh, we
one
like
of the
this
best
one.
I
shots.
love that. Sean does not actually
and
hit
then
his
it comes
head.
and then it comes back.
Just so
up to
everyone
Creed.
knows, Sean is such a good actor that he did not actually hit his head. He like bangs his head on the bottom of the table and makes it look like he hit his head.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you
I didn't
know that?
I didn't know that he
No,
did that.
he
I
did
thought
not
acted
actually
it.
hit his head.
Nathan has come back upset because he would have rolled the band world, but now he is.
Yeah, because the line that Creed said was somehow course is saved. Nobody knows why. Also, where's Nathan?
Yes.
So this is meant to be back in time.
Back in time.
And I'm very proud of myself because I've moved up in the band and I got the golden
the
stand.
golden stand.
And this
Mr.
was-
Oldham
Oh,
yeah,
this is
Mr. Oldham's
Oldham's
premiere role.
Yeah.
still the only other person in the.
It was.
other
This
room.
was a great shot, though. It was-
He's obviously doing math as well. He's got a calculator.
Yeah, doing my physics. It just
And then-
comes. It
and
says,
then he-
guess what? Band's over.
Doesn't
Turns
even
off
take
lights.
anything out of his office.
He just turns off lights,
leaves.
slams door,
and leaves.
and
No facet of the Berlin Brothers Valley High School is at
We just-
any known risk for being shut down.
yeah, we felt the need to put that in just in case.
Just in case.
Because
And-
we had
Well, we
been
didn't
told,
want them to-
Thompson was happy we did.
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
in.
we had
I
been
think he
told by many teachers that they really liked how tasteful it was. You know, like our
That we,
entire
we
program.
kept it clean and all that kind of
And
stuff.
so we decided that it'd be best and safe to like put it out there, like disclaimer, because as a small school, that could be a very.
What was
real
your line here
reality.
that you messed up?
Don't smile because it's over.
Don't
Cry
stop
because
crying.
it
Yeah.
happened. Yes, he said that.
Just-
Yeah, I like how he has that like
What were you doing?
It was like
line.
puking into the
Oh yeah,
sink, but not really.
Yeah. So that was episode 4.
that was episode 4.
That was probably
Of 7.
one of the most theatrical ones.
That was
It
a-
had
that was-
drama, romance, everything you could ask for.
Action with Sean, you know.
Oh yes,
honestly.
that was a really well done episode. I really liked that episode. All right, we're gonna call that episode 4.